happened in late March, a little bit after shelter in place was enacted in San Francisco, and I was on the way to a postal office to exchange a pair of glasses that one of our students needed to get fixed. I was on my knees on the sidewalk, unlocking my bike, and I noticed an older white man walking by, and he was just giving me a look, and he walks past me. And then he turns around, and then he calls me a racial slur, and I kind of get hit with a wave, and then he ends up spitting in my direction, and thankfully it just landed on the floor. Sorry, I'm getting choked up. I was hit with just initial just fear in that moment, and I was scared, and then after it passed a little, I got angry. I could feel it, and I had to take a moment and recenter myself and breathe. He was already walking away at that point, and I just yelled back at him, "No, thank you, don't do that." And then there was an older Filipino woman. She asked me in Tagalog if I was okay, and I thanked her and just let her know that that meant a lot to have someone there. Thankfully, neither of us got hurt. I was scared, and I'm still scared. Again, navigating life as a queer person, I always have some baseline level of fear going out at any time. But even more so now. I'm privileged in that I have access to healthcare and I can talk to a mental health specialist. But I think of all the frontline workers, not just health workers, that are out there who are going through this very traumatic time, and all they have to work in order to make ends meet. And I definitely hope moving forward that comprehensive access to mental health care and just healthcare in general for folks is gonna be available for all. Even with having the access, I still struggle, and there are some days where I'll flash back to it, and I'll just start crying. And I'm privileged in that I have my partner there with me, to comfort me when I'm there. But I think of all of my friends who don't have their family or their partners or people around them to comfort them, and just it's hard, and it puts everything into perspective.